Hello everyone and welcome to the bins. Aren't you all proud of me? I actually remembered my camera this time so I could show you my sourcing strategy to bins. I've talked about it before in past videos that I like to pick a bin that everybody has gone through and everyone has abandoned. And I pick a bin and I shift everything to one side of the bin and then I go through each piece individually. So slowly moving items from one side to the other side and then putting the items that I actually want into my cart. So this is just me going one through one. You can see my cart already has some bags in them. I kind of forgot to turn the camera on until I got to the clothes, but I was able to find a few bags. Hopefully I'll be able to show them in the haul, but if not, because I do have to clean them, they will be in the Whatnot auction, which again, if you are new here, on Tuesdays and Thursdays I am going live on Whatnot. There will be a link in the description and I will be auctioning off everything I find in the bins for $2 starts, and then if it doesn't sell on Whatnot, then it goes on eBay, because everything I'm sourcing is something that I would be willing to sell myself. And the reason why I'm doing this is, one, I want to give selling clothes on Whatnot a try, and two, my bins prices are actually exceptionally low. So my bins prices here are $1.59 per pound, unless you get 20 pounds, and then it's only $1.29 per pound. And I do believe that that is probably one of the lowest bins pricings I've heard on reselling YouTube. So I'm really lucky. They actually had raised the prices higher like last year, and they just went back down to their original price, which is pretty great. Now that piece you just saw me put in my cart, I ended up throwing back later. What I do is that stuff that I'm definitely buying, I put in the bottom of the basket, and stuff that I need to look up later when I'm done with the bin, go on the top of the basket, so I don't accidentally forget to look it up or pull it out, and I don't end up with anything that I didn't actually want to buy. Now, if you notice here in the background, you can see that there's not actually a whole lot of people here. They actually also changed the time of day that the bins opens, which I did not realize. So the bins now open at 9 a.m. again, which is what they were pre-COVID. And before they were opening at 11 a.m. During COVID. So that's when I got here, was at 11 a.m. And so everyone, if you see there in the right corner, you can see where they pulled out new bins, and that's where everyone's at, is you know, vulturing the new housewares bin. But I am not interested in that. I'm interested in clothing. So this is Full Moon. It is a sweater dress. Full Moon, I believe, is a Revolve brand. So I put that in there to look up just to make sure, see if it was worth picking up or not. This is a UVA crew neck. It is not, it's like Ivy branded or something. It's not a Champion or anything recognizable, but I do pretty well with collegiate sweatshirts, collegiate shirts in general, so I put that in my cart. That's a definite buy. I mean, again, I'm paying like $1 per item, so I can't really lose anything off of that. This is me just checking. That's Ruby Road. You see a lot of Ruby Road pieces here. So I went, if you're in the Hampton Roads area, this is the Hampton Goodwill outlet. And I have noticed, as I've been going here for the last couple weeks, that if you would like a higher chance of raw donations, you need to come on either Friday or Saturday. If you come Monday through Thursday, they're still going to do rotations, but the majority of the items are going to be store pulls because the color of the week changes on Sunday. Most Goodwill locations in the area are closed on Sunday. So what they do is that they pull the items on Sunday and then they ship them to this outlet. And so most of these items that I'm shifting through are actually stuff that didn't sell in the store, which can and cannot be a good thing. It just depends. There are some raw donations that get in here, but it's a much smaller percentage than if you come here on Friday and Saturday. If you come here on Friday and Saturday, whoop, I just got hit by a cart. So sorry about that. This is a Lightning McQueen pillowcase. I picked up a Lion King pillowcase last time I was here, but I knew that was true 90s. I don't remember when Cars came out, so I just left that behind. I maybe should have picked that up. This is Christopher Banks. It's kind of pretty. I picked up Christopher Banks before. It was new with tags. This is a men's sport brand. If this had been their wool hat, I would have picked it up because those are like $30 to $40.
Are you on YouTube? I think I watch your channel all the time.
Oh, thank you.
I thought, I know those eyes.
Oh.
And I was just telling my daughter, I said, there's a girl from Williamsburg that's on YouTube. I said, you got to watch her because my daughter loves vintage clothes, and I know that's kind of your thing. So,
what's your name?
Lorraine.
Lorraine, nice to meet you.
Yeah, same here. I don't even know what the first name is.
You can just call me Bob. I'll answer to Bob. Yeah, you can call me Bob.
Well, it was really nice meeting you.
It's nice meeting you too, Lorraine. Lorraine, if you're watching this, thank you so much for approaching me. I've actually never been recognized in a thrift store before, and that meant a whole lot to me. So I appreciate you coming up and saying hi. I did pixelate your face because I didn't get express permission from you. I forgot to ask you if it was okay for you to be in the video. So that's why I blurred your face. But thank you so much for coming up to me. It made me feel really special. And like I said, it's my first time anybody recognizing me in a thrift store. So you really did make my day, and I hope you had amazing luck today at the bins if you see this video, and I appreciate you for watching and for actually coming up and saying hi. And I tried really hard not to be awkward, but again, I'm not really good at that, so hopefully I at least made an okay impression. That Ralph Lauren piece was a 4XLT, but it had holes in the back, which is why I shifted it over there to the side. Normally a vintage piece like that in that size I definitely would have picked up, but it had holes. So I am going through, and again, going through each piece. That's just a pair of little tiny shorts, and seeing if I can pick anything up. This felt like nothing. All right, so this next piece is a great example of why you should trust your instincts. So I saw this and it felt really nice, and it was an interesting shape. So I was like, okay, well, the tag inside has been cut out of it, so let me see if I can figure out what it is in the material tag. Either if it has really good quality material, and in the tag it says it is Michael Kors. Not Michael Kors, it is Michael Kors. Normally what I do is actually look it up by the RN number if the main tag's cut out, and I've been able to find a lot of really nice pieces by taking the extra moment to look up the RN number when the main tag's cut out. So if it feels nice and it doesn't have the tag, maybe look it up. So this is a North Face t-shirt. It is a size large, but it has some crunchy underarms. So sometimes if you can't see the stain, what I do is I actually will feel the armpits. I know it's gross. I promise I wash my hands afterwards. But if it feels stiff and crunchy on the underarms, but the rest of the shirt feels like jersey, that normally means that they're probably sweat stained, and when you get it under really good lights, that will show up. So that is what I did, is I felt the armpit and it was crunchy, so I let it go. This is Tribeca 44. I'm going to try this because this sweater felt really nice. They don't really seem to be selling for a whole lot, but you know, for 15 bucks and it is sweater season, it's sweater weather. I figured I would go ahead and give it a try. Madewell in a size small, in a button front green boxy fit. So this is probably not going to go anywhere but on my body, but I thought that was awesome. So sometimes when I see something interesting, I will reach over to the next bin. You know, it's on the edge, it counts, and see if I find anything, and I totally scored with that Madewell piece for myself. I definitely probably won't sell that one. Sorry guys, that's mine. Unless I don't like the way it looks on me, and then it'll go up for sale, but who knows? I'm washing it now, so. These are D jeans that automatically gets thrown over. It's a pair of shorts too. I saw some wool, or what I thought was wool, and I was correct, it is wool. This is a vintage brand. It's Tally Ho. I've actually bought and sold this brand before, but it was a tartan wool skirt that I sold for like 50 bucks on Etsy. I am trying to check to make sure this isn't shrunk because it is a size medium. I did hear some crunching when I checked it. If you have wool and you're not sure if something has shrunk or not, normally if you pull it and you hear a crunching sound, sometimes that's indicative that it has shrunk. This is a size medium, so I decided to put it on and be like, okay, if it fits me, then it's fine. And that's me saying it's fine. So that's going in the bin. And that definitely needs to get washed because, you know, wool smells kind of fun if it's a little dingy. This actually was a great find. I'm drawn to tie-dye, but this is Trist, And these tie-dye maxi skirts are actually going between $30 and $45 on eBay. So I was like, all right, well, that's going in my basket. It's my first time finding that brand. And then we have Ann Taylor. This is vintage Ann Taylor. And this is a size large, and it is Italian wool yarn. And this is me double checking to make sure, you know, if it's wool, that it doesn't have any moth holes. Normally what I try to do is make sure I stick my arm in there, just, you know, because sometimes normally if I get caught with holes, it's in the arm somewhere that I've missed. But that is in perfect shape, so that went in the bin. So a couple really great finds. I actually really liked this, but it's St. John's Bay. I don't know why I really like that. I did throw it back because it is St. John's Bay. St. John's Bay is a JCPenney's brand, if you didn't know. This is just a little maxi skirt, but it's horizontal stripes. If it was vertical stripes, I might have considered it. This is just some kind of athletic thing, like for softball. Going through, I'm moving stuff out of the way so I don't accidentally like double pick something up. Camo, that goes. Some camo does well, but that was like a nothing brand. Another Madewell piece. All right, it has a really nice like applique on the front, black. It is a size large, so that went into my basket. This is a pair of asphalt jeans. Those definitely are going back. I was so sad I didn't find any jeans this day at all. Like, there's no denim. I thought that was cute. And I was hoping that was Spanx, but it's not. It's Maze. Maze uses the red tag just like Spanx does, and it always tricks me out when I'm thrifting. It's Ambience. I think that's what it like Marshalls or something. And this is Susan Graver. I'm actually picking this up to try. I think it's a 2X. I do know that from watching Kaylee Elaine, she says the larger sizes in Susan Graver has a really good sell-through rate. So I picked that up to test it out for myself because I may have passed Susan Graver like dozens of times. I have no idea. It's never registered in my brain before. I watched way too many of her videos. I did consider getting this because it is Barbie pink and it is sweater weather, but I just went ahead and let it go because it was an acrylic. If this was like a wool piece, I definitely would have picked it up, but it was an acrylic, so I left that. If you don't know, acrylic is just plastic. Pair of Dockers. I was hoping, okay, I saw this. I put this aside to look it up. I did end up passing and throwing it back. It's Reason of something. I forgot what it was called. But it's just a Hustle t-shirt. It was a 2XL. But they weren't going for very much, so I did end up throwing that back when I checked it. This looked vintage. It also smelled really, really bad. So I passed on that once I got a solid whiff of it. You know, it's all kinds of fun things. Here is a Canva bride print. I passed on that. It's maybe if it was, you know, spring, I would have picked those up. Those are destroyed because, like, you know, wedding season is springtime, like spring and summertime, so that bride stuff can go pretty well. A whole bunch of passes going on here. I'm actually just trying really hard to talk over the music because they were blasting it today. That's not normal. Normally they don't have it this loud. This is not a great brand, but I actually got these for myself. It's a size small. I don't know if they're gonna fit me or not. I'm hoping they're gonna fit me because they look super comfortable. So I went ahead and put those in my cart in hopes that they do fit me. If not, it's, you know, $1 because those were like lightweight rayon pants. So, you know, probably not even $1. Whenever I see Gildan, I always turn the shirts backside out because who knows, it might be a really cool vintage t-shirt. You'll never know unless you look at it. Skipping forward a little bit because it was a whole big pile of nothing. Just a pair of... Oh, we got Purdue, and it's Champion. So this is great as long as there's no stains, and I did check it over, and it doesn't have any stains. So this is a Champion piece, and it's also Purdue, which is like one of the higher-end colleges. So that was a pickup for me. This is Jerry, and these are snow pants. I know Jerry is kind of a lower-end. It's kind of like Columbia, to be honest, and Magellan. So because it is the season for snow pants, I thought I would give those a try. They are size small. I don't know if they're men's small or women's small. I'd have to do measurements to figure that out. But those went in my basket. I've never tried buying and selling Jerry before, but we will see if it's doing well or not. I know the last time that I heard Matt over at Thrift of Life mention it, he said like the bottoms were doing well, so we'll see if that's still the case. I think that was like a couple months ago, so who knows. Another pair of Jerry's, actually. So these are shorts. It's not short season, but, you know, again, we're going to give them a go, see what happens. It's a little cargo short. They feel really nice, though. That's the thing. Like, to me, those shorts and those snow pants feel better than Columbia. I did consider getting this. This is Karen Scott, but I just thought it was really pretty. You just heard me say it was really pretty in stereo. It's a size large. I did end up passing on it because it was cotton instead of wool. If it was wool, I probably would have still picked it up. I do unfurl every tag. Like I said, I am super thorough when I'm going through these bins. I also considered getting this. It took me a hot minute to figure out what it was. So this is a shawl poncho. I just thought it was neat. Yeah, this is me figuring it out. I like the little buckle detail up there at the top, but this was like an acrylic. If this had been cotton or a wool blend, I would have definitely picked that up. But because it was plastic, I went ahead and set it aside. That girl across from me, she was freaking moving. She was like little, super cute, little tiny thing that was just like hustling. Just in her own world. This is Old Navy, a nice little mustard cardigan. Really nice fall colors, but you know, we're in November, so I went ahead and put that away. It's green, so I was tempted, but I went ahead and let that go. That's Kelly green. That would have I probably would have picked that up if it was, you know, closer to springtime for St. Patrick's Day. This weirded me out. I thought about getting this as well. Again, it was a little bit too wash-worn. Sometimes I'll still pick stuff up. Like if this was Athleta or Lululemon, I might have still picked it up. I've never seen an open front cardigan that had a split back before. It was just tripping me out. Normally if I'm on the fence on it, I will check the content tag. This is a North Face piece. It's a size small, and it also has crunchy armpits, so that went away. How many times have I said crunchy armpits in this video? I'm so sorry if that is giving anybody the ick. Trust me, it gives me the ick every time I feel it. Not to mention every time I say it. These are also going to be for me. It's a J. Crew Factory. Those fit me perfectly. I've already washed and tried them on. These are a great pair of little loungy. If you're wondering what I'm doing, I'm actually putting it behind my neck and using my neck to measure it. If that's something you've never done before, like if you're out at the bins and you're wanting to do something for yourself, this Purdue top, a vintage Russell athletic tag, I went ahead and put that in my cart as well. But back to the measuring of the neck thing. So if you have a pair of bottoms, a good rule of thumb is that if you take the bottoms and put it around your neck, if the two ends of the bottoms touch, then it'll probably fit you. The only way that won't work is if it is a pair of like low-rise pants, because of the fact that it's going to sit lower down on your hips, and so it would be wider than your true waist measurement. So that's the only thing. If it's a low-rise piece, so the rise is shorter than 8 inches, that won't work. But if it is a medium or a high-rise piece, it will work. We're going a whole lot of nothing here, so I figured I'd just give you some tips. In the meantime, I thought these were neat. I have never heard of Fetish. Well, okay, I have heard of Fetish, the word. I have never heard of Fetish, the brand, and those just look like regular pants. So that is a print that exists in the world. That is going to go over there. There is... Again, I was trying really hard to see if I could get some good denim, but there just wasn't anything for me. This next piece is a vintage Puritan piece. I would normally pick up Puritan because I think it's like, Dillard's or JCPenney brand. But this is vintage. It's from the 90s, and this is definitely giving me grandpa vibes, grandpa sweater. It is sweater weather. Again, this is me checking material content is cotton, so I went ahead and picked this up. It is a little pilled, so I will have to do a little bit of sweater shaving, but I think it's worth it. The little American Eagle piece. If you're wondering, the background noise has been turned down a bit because Miss Tay Swift is singing her heart out right now, and I do not want to get a copyright claim. That also had crunchy armpits, so that went over there. I really hope that doesn't become a thing that I'm known for. I know, you know, that lovely lady Lorraine told me that, you know, she thinks about me when she thinks about vintage. Like, I get comments all the time where they're like, oh, I found books, or I found vintage, or I found like the recipe soup mugs. You know, I just don't want it to become a thing where like people start tagging me in crunchy armpits. Please don't do that. Although I just put it out into the universe, so it's probably going to happen now. This actually is a size 0. It's Banana Republic. But I thought this was a really classy dress. Regular Banana Republic does pretty well for me. And then when I saw that this was wool, it felt like wool, but I was double checking. I was like, this is a beautiful sheath dress. I absolutely will pick that up. It's just, it's classic. It's classy. I will pick up that. I thought about picking this up. It is Marvel, but you know, I'm not going to say it again. I passed on this for the same reason I've passed on most of the other t-shirts you've seen in this video, but it's me touching it. Crunchy. I talked about before that at the bins, I will happily pick up Lands' End, Eddie Bauer, and Columbia. Those are brands that I wouldn't necessarily pay full price for, but at the bins, it's super cheap.
Bless
This
you.
is a really nice pencil skirt.
Bless you.
Somebody's sneezing. I always say bless you. It's a compulsion. I cannot not say that. I don't care how far away they are in the building. I will say bless you. It's just polite to me, I feel. And so that was a wonky button. I thought about getting this. I did end up putting it at the top of my cart to double check. I think it's Flower and Feather. It's a 3X. I really liked the style of the piece, and it's a nice larger size. It has the button back, which I thought was a nice detail. It is kind of like acrylic. The material itself didn't feel that nice. So I did check comps, and it was like selling for $5, so I put it back. But it was a neat piece. Really cool style. Another 90s piece. This was also stinky, so that went over there. I am hoping for denim still, but I like I said, I didn't find any denim. Ooh, what is this? It is green. What is it? It's Columbia. So this is actually a roll tab tunic length PFG women's Columbia like shirt dress or tunic dress. I don't know. I'm definitely picking that up. It's green, it's Columbia. It unfortunately did not fit me, or I would have kept it. It's a size small. It didn't fit my shoulders, which is normal. Also, it was too short, despite being a tunic length, because I'm tall. This is Tommy Bahama. It's a Tommy Bahama skirt. So that went into my bin. It's just a plain cotton skirt, but, you know, for $1, can't go wrong there. Scrub Scar pants. So this Goodwill outlet is actually attached to a retail location. So there is a retail location next door. And whenever I'm done at the bins, normally what I do is I take my shopping cart out to my vehicle, unload it, bring the shopping cart back inside because I'm one of those people. And then I go wash my hands. And then what I do is I go over to the retail side and I do a walk around. So when I do my walk around, I check the shoes. I also check the hard goods, the books, and then I check any new racks that have been put out. And this day was amazing. This piece is amazing. This is a Lane Bryant piece, but it's just bright, beautiful, vibrant color. It does have a belt with it, and the belt did come with it. And it's a size 20. And I just thought it was too pretty to leave behind, so I put that in my cart. But when I went over to the retail location and I checked the new racks, I happened to be at the right place at the right time. I'm not going to show you this in the haul, but in the retail location, I found that they had just put out over 30 pieces of figs in different colors. So it's about like 15 different sets and then like a few other extra pieces. I would have picked up that sweater, but it was horribly stained. So I paid $5 a piece. So when I went over to, I put those in my cart because it's new. I might wear them or I might give them away. I don't know. But the figs sells really well. If you have a complete set, they sell between $40 and $50. So for a $10 buy cost to turn it into $40 to $50, I will do that all day long. And figs has almost a 200% sell-through rate, so that was amazing. This is a New at Tags Lane Bryant Basic. I will pick that up because it was new at Tags. So overall, this was just an absolutely fantastic day. Not only did I end up filling my cart up here at the bins, but then I also managed to be in the right place at the right time and picked up all those figs. So this is a Newport News shipyard. This thing tore the heck up, which is why it got donated. It has a whole bunch of like welding holes there. You see them on the side where like the sparks got in there. Hello, is it bra? But yeah, it was just an amazing thrift day. Like the odds were ever in my favor. So I had great luck here at the bins. I got to meet a viewer for the first time, which was super cool. And then I also filled up my cart a second time with a bunch of figs on the other side. So I'm going to go ahead and give you over to Other Bob, and she's going to do the haul with you. All right. This is most of the haul. I still have some stuff air drying because I did get a lot of wool pieces, and also there are some bags that need some cleaning. So everything should be listed by tomorrow night's Whatnot. If again you didn't realize, it's November, so Tuesdays and Thursdays I am going live on Whatnot at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and everything I get at the bins goes there. So hopefully everything will be listed, by like 1 p.m. or something tomorrow. Fingers crossed. But I'm going to show you what I can show you now, which is still a considerable amount of stuff. I don't commonly pick up bags at the bins, mostly because they're severely gone through, but for some odd reason I had some luck today. This is Etienne Agner. I don't know how to say it. I butcher it every time. It's this nice like little woven bag. It has an extra strap, so it has the crossbody strap, and of course you could do the top. It does have a little bit of a mark on the inside. I will try to get it out before tomorrow, but this is faux leather, so it's not real leather, and there's no cracking, which is a miracle. But I picked this up because it's cute. I know it's more of like a summer style bag, but this brand can be expensive. So I've also had really good luck selling this brand on eBay. So there is that. And then I picked this up because it was new with tags. It's white. Again, white item at the bins. And it's Relic. It was originally only $36, and this is also faux leather. But it is a white bag with a crossbody strap, and it's new with tags, so that's the reason why I picked this up. So it's got a bunch of pockets inside, like compartments, and then it also has a zippered pocket on the outside. So this is new with tags, and then the Etienne Agner. So sorry, I keep butchering that every single time. This is Lane Bryant. This is an 1820. I just thought this was really pretty. It's red and white and really nice floral. I just thought it was pretty. And then I had decent luck selling this already. So there's that. I showed you guys this piece in the shopping section. This is Tribeca 44. It's a size large. It is just a nice open front cardigan and a maroon color, so a great fall color. This kind of fits me. I just thought it was nice, so I'm gonna go ahead and get that because it is that time of year. It doesn't sell for a whole lot on eBay, but it is comfy cozy season and it's in amazing shape. This is Land's End. It is a size 8 petite. Really nice little career skirt with pockets. We love pockets. Nice kind of like thick heavyweight one, so I picked that up. You saw this in the video. This is Purdue. It's a little t-shirt. I think this is vintage. It kind of feels like vintage. It does have a double, it is double stitch, so if it is vintage, it would be like late 90s. This is that grandpa sweater I showed you. This is Puritan. Right up my alley. I loved oversized men's sweaters personally. This is, I think, a size large. It is a men's size large. But grandpa style, we got that going on. This is my first time finding Fossil clothing. Their wallets and purses do okay, but I just thought that this was interesting. So I went ahead and picked this up. This is a size large. I just thought it was a really interesting, like, textured front. And this is the Jerry shorts. These are a size, I think, 34, 36, even better. So size 36, gray pair of shorts. This I didn't show you. It is Abercrombie & Fitch. It is a crew neck. And this is a men's size large. So Abercrombie & Fitch is having its heyday, so I picked this up. This took me a hot minute to figure out how it works. All right, so if you ever see something at the bins and it looks like this, like it doesn't have a head hole, okay? The way you do it is they're actually the armholes, and it's a shaw. So here's the armholes, and what you do is you stick one arm through the hole and then the other arm through the other hole, and it just, this is the shaw part. I'm not doing this well. There you go, in one motion. So that's how it works. It just kind of like drapes over you. So this part is like the cape shaw, and then this part goes around you. It literally took me forever to figure this out. So I had to look up the RN number for this because it didn't have a brand. Fortunately, it did have the RN number, and it was Isle and Steph. And they are a company that specializes in scarves and like wool, cashmere. This is not that, but their stuff was selling like in the $20 to $30 range. So I figured I would give that a shot. So then this is another Lane Bryant top. This is 18 to 20. Has the 3/4 length sleeve, a nice flowy bottom, and this interesting geometric print. It does have some like smocking up here at the top, which I thought was pretty. Here's the Tryst skirt I talked about that was selling really well on eBay. So if you see the brand, it's TRYST, and it's by Matthew, and it's normally these tie-dye pieces that do well for them. So I picked that up. This is the Columbia piece, the PFG Columbia piece that is supposed to be a tunic length. These are the pockets. That's what this is. This is the pocket that's turned inside out. It has a roll tab sleeve. Does not fit me. You can see that obviously it's not going to fit my shoulders, but I thought that that was super cute. Here are the Jerry snow pants. These are super thick. They're size small. Really nice, thick, heavy duty snow pants by Jerry. And this is another Lane Bryant piece. This is 18 and 20. This is like a tunic length turtleneck. It's like his light ribbing turtleneck, long sleeve. Thought that was beautiful. Put this in there, thank you. Put that back in the bag. And then we have a new with tags piece. The brand is Joan Voss. And like I said, it's new with tags, which is why I picked it up. The original retail is $68. It is just a sleeveless, kind of like, you know, drapey thing. I don't know. I just think these things like these are kind of like neat. They can like really pull an outfit together. I don't know, just make it more interesting. So there is that. I'm actually going to try to pull a couple of things that are hanging up on hangers to dry. I'll be right back. Here is that amazing dress. This is a size 20. It's Lane Bryant. It has the tie with it. I just thought it was pretty. I love these bright, vibrant colors. It's giving cottagecore. It's giving like a handkerchief dress. I don't know. I just thought it was too pretty to leave behind. Here is that Banana Republic piece, the wool piece. Again, beautiful sheath dress, has the mock neck. Classy, classic. It has pockets. We love that. I don't know. If this was in my size, I would want to keep it, although I probably wouldn't be able to because of the neck thing. But I just think this is beautiful. I think the silhouette's pretty. I think the fabric is absolutely, this is a nice heavyweight wool, and I really like this. So picked that up. This is a vintage piece. This is Isle Heart Ltd. I don't know. It's a black and white houndstooth fringe jacket. Like, it's really hard not to be able to style this in a fun way. It's got a couple of front pockets, it's got 4 front pockets. And I just thought that this was great. I mean, it's really hard not to be able to make this fun in an outfit, right? I don't know. I just thought it was cool. So it's like Y2K, like 90s Y2K, so I brought that up. And I've talked about how that bathing suits have actually done pretty well for me. So I found one at the bins. I washed it already. That's why it's hanging up. This is Azul by Maxine of Hollywood. There we go. And it is a size 18. A little swim dress. I don't know what it's called when it's got the little skirt. Is it called a swim dress? I don't know. But I picked this up because I have been doing pretty well with bathing suits this year if I'm picky. And I did make sure to check comps for those, and they were doing really well. And then the Tommy Bahama pull-on skirt. It's a size medium. It's just a cotton high-low. Pretty basic. I don't expect a lot of for this, like 20 bucks maybe. But I just thought that this is pretty great. Again, everything's going to be on Whatnot for $2, so that's just what I would expect it if I have to list it after the Whatnot auction. A few more pieces. Again, this is not everything. I still have a couple pieces on the drying rack that are on the drying rack and not hung up. And then I also have some in the dryer, so. And also I have to clean some bags, but. This is a kid's piece. This is Under Armour, and it is a size large. Again, I've talked about how I'm picking up a couple like pieces that I feel like Once Upon a Child would take if they don't sell on Whatnot. But it's just a size large hoodie from Under Armour. So there is that. Here is that UVA sweatshirt. The brand is Ivy Sport. It's a size large. Ivy Sport is not really that great of a brand, but because this is UVA, that is why I picked that up. Here's the Susan Graver piece. It's actually really soft. This is a size extra large. So we will see how that does. And then the last thing I'm going to show you is that Champion Purdue piece. So this is not, it's just regular Champion, and this is a men's size medium. So it's not the reverse weave, it's just a regular sweatshirt. So that is everything that I can show you. Again, everything should be listed by like maybe 1 p.m. On Thursday, November 9th at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Hopefully I'll see you guys there. It's a good time. At least I think so. It is nice to hang out with you guys. And if not, I will see you guys in the next video. I hope you enjoyed shopping with me. And until then, bye!